What's up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to my reaction channel. My name is Shay, and this is GoofBall Productions. Alright, guys, I told you I was going to bring it back to back. This is the second video from the first one that I just did. And we're going to be looking still at Slapped Ham, and this one says these here videos are a complete mystery. If you haven't already, go over to Slapped Ham's page, guys. Give Callum a like, a subscribe, and turn your notifications on for him so you can see every time he drops new content. Guys, he drops some really good content. So I recommend that if you're into some spooky stuff and you want to know what's really going on in the world spiritually wise and other, stuff wise, go over to his page and check him out, guys. I'm telling you, he is the best channel right now where spooks comes in. Alright, it's him, Americano, and then there's another one. Those three that I get my spooky stuff from. You should go over to their page. As usual, I would drop the original link to the video down below so you guys can check it out without me reacting to it if you want to. But who wants that? We want the reaction. We want the funniness. We want, so, yeah. But, I'm telling you, watch the video for yourself, because then it will help Callum get likes. It will help him get views. And, me me feeling for the brotherly and the sisterly of YouTube, my YouTubers, I will always refer my people to them, what I'm saying, so that they could get more exposure as well. It's not a problem for me to share. I believe in sharing is caring, what I'm saying. And some people say, oh, YouTube is a cutthroat business, especially with reaction channels. I don't care, what I'm saying. I really don't care. There's more than one church in this world, and there's more than one minister, and they all minister differently. So it's the same thing with, YouTubers. We YouTubers, we react differently. My reaction may not be your reaction. Your reaction may not be your cousin's reaction. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter to me. It might be a cutthroat business, but it's something I love to do because I love to react to channels. I love to react to movies. I love to react to stuff that makes me laugh or makes me question the world. Okay? And those are the things you need to do. Start questioning the world. Start questioning, what's happening. Start questioning a lot of stuff, guys, because come on. We got to wake up sometime from the matrix and realize what is really going on behind the scenes of the world. Okay? Behind the scenes of the world, man. You guys would be shocked at some of the things. But, I leave that spiritual stuff to my personal vlogs. As I told you guys, I will be dropping some personal vlogs as soon as I figure out how the heck to do it. Because I tried to do it on YouTube video and it refused to save. And when I try to do it on here and try to, get it onto YouTube, it refuses to go onto YouTube. So I have no idea how to get my personal vlogs out. But I will get them out because I want you guys to know what I have been through. And I want to be able to help those of you who do not have a voice to help yourself. Alright, that is my goal. That is something that I really truly believe in. And it's something I really want to do. Help people with situations. Some really bad situations that they've been in. By me giving testimonies of what I've been through that may be similar to something somebody else is going through in the world and need to hear what I have to say about getting over some stuff, But for now, we'll keep doing this until I can figure out how to do my personal vlogs. Alright, guys, so let's get into this video. Again, it says these here videos are a complete mystery, and it is from Slapped Ham, my guy Callum. Let's get into it.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slap
What's
10.
up, Callan?
The following bizarre mysteries are sure to freak you out. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content.
Subscribe,
Just like
subscribe,
this.
subscribe. Show me, Callan. What you got for me, Callan?
A cozy night on the
Poltergeist
couch in front of the
activity.
TV is always better with company. However, if you have a situation like YouTuber Lindsay Mann has recorded for her viewers, you might end up thinking you were better off alone. Take a look at what's been captured. Watching that again, a few seconds into the clip, one of the doors on the cabinet begins to move. It eventually swings open, seemingly all on its own. According to the YouTuber, there was no one else at home when this footage was recorded. They get up for a closer look at the open door, showing us that there's no strings or other bits of trickery that could have caused the door to open on its own. They close the door, and the footage ends shortly after.
That's creepy. Yo, back.
The video description tells us that the reason the footage ends is because the iPad on which the clip is being recorded inexplicably turned itself off. Judging by the original title of the clip, the OP believes this could be the work of a poltergeist, a type of spirit that many paranormal investigators believe has the ability to interact with the physical world. The fact that the iPad suddenly turned itself off has some viewers suggesting that this particular spirit prefers not to be recorded.
Huh. Or talked about. There are some spirit. Okay, guys. So I'm a react to this. So there are some spirits that they're malicious spirits, and they may not physically harm you, but they can scare the butt crap out of you. Okay, they can scare the heck out of you. Especially if you live alone or if you're alone. They're malicious spirits, but it's easy to get rid of them, ask God to cast them away. In the name of Jesus, I cast you out. Spirit, whatever unclean entity it is that's roaming into my house. That's what I would do. But then, that's the version in my head, but the reality version would be like, oh heck no, I know that did not just open and close and open by itself again. I'm out. That's the reality. That's the reality of it, guys. Alright, we might think later on, I should have cast, I should have said, in the name of Jesus, I cast you out. That would have been the right thing to do. But instead, we up and bolt. We don't pray on the situation. We don't ever pray on the situation. We just up and bolt. And as a person, as a born-again believer and early stage Christian, actually, I'm not even going to say Christian because I'm not going to label me. I believe in spiritualism. I'm a spiritual person, and yes, they're religions, but I believe that, because of different religion beliefs, it has become, actually, that's a topic for another time. Anyhow, let's get back into this.
There are a lot of things that can disrupt a peaceful night's sleep. Cars outside, pets, maybe even a bad dream. In this video from Instagram account Paranoid Normal, we see something very different keeping a young girl from a good night's rest. The footage starts with the young girl standing in the background while an older boy, perhaps her older brother, sets up a camera in the corner of her bedroom. The fact that they're even setting up a camera suggests that something odd has happened in this room before.
Yeah.
The boy turns off the light and leaves the room as the young girl gets into bed, and it doesn't take long for us to see why they've set up the camera. Take a look. As you can see, the blanket is suddenly ripped off the bed and flung across the room. A moment later, things get even more terrifying when the girl starts to slowly slip from the bed, almost as if someone's dragging her by the feet.
Yo, we need another priest.
Surprisingly, she manages to sleep through all of it. It's only when a piece of clothing is pulled down from a chair that she finally wakes up, looking around the room in confusion.
So, okay.
The comment section was...
Hold up. You know, I do believe it, because that was creepy. That was really creepy. And as I say, another priest is needed for this. Another priest is needed for this. This is another situation that needs praying on. Alright? Alright, guys? God is the answer. He always is and always will be the answer. Alright? Now, the part that I don't understand is when it pulled her off the bed, didn't she not feel her head hitting the floor? Did her head even hit the floor? Let's go back a little bit, because I need to see if her head hit the floor, because as a person that's in the bed and I get pulled off the bed, at some point in time my head gotta hit the floor. And if my head hit the floor, I'm gonna wake up, okay? Furthermore, you pulling on my foot, I'm definitely getting up. Telling you. May not get up swinging, but I'm definitely getting up.
Horrifying when the girl starts to slowly slip from the bed, almost as if someone's dragging her by the feet.
You see what I mean? She hits the floor. So how did she not get up?
Surprisingly, she manages to sleep through all of it.
Like,
it's only when a piece of clothing is pulled down from a chair that she finally wakes up, looking around the room in confusion.
She's a heavy sleeper. This is a prime example of a heavy sleeper.
The comment section was quite divided on this piece of footage.
I'm a
lot
light
of people
sleeper.
called it staged, thinking that the camera setup is just too convenient.
Well, okay, I'm a heavy sleeper in the beginning, but then as the night drifts on, I become a very light sleeper that I can hear everything that's going on and stuff like that. So,
others believe the camera was indeed placed in the room to document anything strange that might occur. Some went as far as to call this a demonic presence, one with an unnerving fascination with this little girl. So where do you sit on this? Hoax or something far more sinister? Drop your theories in the comment section down below.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Something weird about it, that's for sure. Could it be for show? I mean, as I tell people before, I'm not gonna say it's not real, and if it's not, or if it's real, I'm gonna question it like I always question everything, and I'm gonna say, does it look staged to you guys? Because it kind of looks staged to me, but you know, with the whole camera stuff, I don't know. It could be staged. It could not be staged. But I'm saying, somebody pulled me off the bed, and your head gotta hit and bounce. You know what I'm saying? It gotta hit and bounce. Unless it's been dragged off with a pillow, and the pillow falls before your head, and your head land on the pillow. You know, I get, but you know, being pulled off of a whole bed and your head going blump, and you don't get up until a piece of clothing, you know, falls like 2 inches away from your face. That's when you get up. I don't know, man. I question that one, but let's keep going. What are we
This
looking at?
fascinating
Whoa,
footage
what's
was
that?
uploaded to our subreddit by Badger Ordinary. It was captured by their doorbell camera at their home in Van Nuys, California. At first, everything looks still. However, if you look carefully at the sky above the nearby trees, you may notice that there seems to be a light streaking across the sky.
Or it could be a bug on a glass. That's weird.
The footage is in black and white, so it's impossible to tell exactly what colour this light actually is.
That looks like a bug.
At first glance, it looks like a meteor. A ball of
No,
light followed
at first
by a long
glance it
tail.
looks like a bug on a glass. And the reason for this is that I've seen flies, okay, go on glass. I've seen flies go on my bedroom window. And the same way how that did that zoop, zoop, zoop. That's what the fly did on my window. So I'm pretty sure it's because of the camera and probably how close he has it to the window. He's seeing
However, the footage gets really strange
some
when
type
the light
of
begins to suddenly change
bug.
directions
That's a
in the
bug.
sky, jumping from one spot to another.
That's a bug. It's a bug on a glass. I'm sorry, but
Viewers have suggested a few possibilities, including visiting alien spacecraft or even fairies flying through the sky.
okay, we could go with the
A more
fairies.
grounded theory suggested it's not
We could definitely go with the fairies, because I believe in fairies too, you know what I'm saying? But to say it's an alien, nah, my guy, it's a bug, alright? It's a bug, and if the bug is a fairy, well then so be it, but it's a bug. It's a bug. It's a bug on the window, okay, my guy? It's not aliens, it's not UFO, you know. It as I said, it could be a fairy, you know, flare, because I believe in fairies, you know, the same way they got flies, you know, they got beetles, they got ladybugs. I believe that they have fairies too, you know. So it could definitely be a fairy, but definitely not a UFO.
more than
That's
a
my
bug.
thoughts on
One
it.
that looks particularly weird due to the low compression rate of the security camera.
Yo, it's a bug, okay?
With this footage
That's a-
alone, it's hard to
that's
make
a
any
bug.
definitive call on what this might be. So for now, all we can do is watch and wonder as this curious light flits about the night sky.
And another thing, if that's the doorbell camera, why is it moving around like somebody's hand? Like somebody's holding the camera, moving the camera around. If it was a doorbell camera, the reaction of the video would not be moving here, there, everywhere. So this is not okay. I you guys tell me, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure. Let's take it back a little bit,
Including
so you
visiting
guys can see
alien
for yourself.
spacecraft or even
All right,
fairies flying through the sky.
I'm not seeing things, and I'm not imagining
A more
things.
grounded
Look
theory
at this.
suggested
See?
it's nothing more than a bug.
See, it's
One that looks
see, the
particularly weird
camera
due
is
to the low
moving.
compression
It's
rate
zooming
of the
in and it's
security
zooming
camera.
out, right? And it's moving, and it's look
With this footage
how
alone,
it's
it's hard to
moving.
make any definitive.
How is that a doorbell camera? That's a phone camera, and you can see in the glass, the window, you can see the two camera lens. If this was just a doorbell camera, it would not be doing all that fidgety, you know.
Call on what this might be. So for now, all we can do is watch and wonder as this curious light
You
flits
see?
about the night
It's
sky.
it's shaking like somebody's hand, like how a person will hold their camera. Like me, I'm holding my camera, and this this is what it looks like. How
There
can
are
that
lots
be
of
a
legends
doorbell
and
camera
stories that
recording
involve
that?
mirrors, and they're frequently used in paranormal rituals. This
Freaky
video
shadow.
YouTube user Lee Farrell might give us a hint as to why. According to the YouTuber, they were awoken late at night by a flashing light. They grabbed a flashlight and their camera to document what was happening. Take a look at what they saw.
What the heck? Yo!
In the mirror, we can see a shadow that resembles a human form. They're home alone, so they have no idea where the shadow could be coming from. Yet every time they move the light across the mirror, the shadow appears.
Could it not be his
shadow isn't perfectly defined, but it definitely seems to have the shape of a person.
Could it not be his shadow?
The YouTuber shines the light around the room, showing us that there's no one else around. Whatever's causing the shadow seems to only exist in the mirror.
It could be his shadow. That's his shadow, yo.
Some believe that mirrors can be used as portals to other worlds. The occult...
Okay, as much as I believe the dimensional part of mirrors being a doorway to another world, that what you saw was his shadow, okay? He probably had on some type of clothing that looked weird, and the cast of the light hitting the mirror is then sending back a reflection to him, whereas they're seeing his reflection on the wall. So that, yeah, as much as I believe in the theory of dimensional universes, you know, different planets and different, obviously different planets, but you know, other beings from other worlds, I believe in all of that stuff. Just like how I believe that there's an almighty, you know, big mister up above. And there's also hell. And in hell there are entities that try to get you to do bad things. And sometimes it comes through the mirror. Sometimes it comes through you doing stupid games like the Ouija board, you know, and stuff like that. So... Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a little something I had to deal with. Where were we? Let's see what's going on.
Practice of scrying, which goes back thousands of years, often uses reflective surfaces as a means of divination or fortune telling. Catoptromancy is a subclass of scrying that utilizes mirrors specifically as a...
I'm trying not to get the ice cream truck music in the background. Because I don't want to be copyrighted for ice cream truck sound. So, yeah. I'm going to pause just for a moment, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's get back into this.
Means to connect with the supernatural. Ancient Roman priests
often
used this practice to try and connect with spirits, angels,
I'm gonna try my best
demons,
to
and
talk
energies
over
from
it so
other
that
worlds.
it could go long.
So is this freaky shadow a glimpse at the supernatural?
I think
Or is it
that's
all
a
just
glimpse of the
paranormal
guy who's
illusion?
actually...
We'll leave that up to you to decide.
Yeah, that's just a shadow of the guy holding the he spooked him. I'm telling you, he's probably high, and he spooked himself out with his own shadow.
Self-driving cars are probably going to be the future of transportation, with multiple companies working on pioneering the technology. However, you might not want to get into a self-driving vehicle like the one in this footage from TikToker Nil Talar. The video shows a somewhat busy road in the Philippines. Nothing is amiss until this happens. Take a look. A large blue tricycle pulls out into the road. Thankfully, there's no traffic because the tricycle heads right across all the lanes, weaving around in multiple directions before pulling over on the other side of the road.
It looked like it parked.
What makes this footage so strange, if you look closely, you'll see that there's no driver at all.
I can't see nothing.
The tricycle is completely empty from beginning to end, even though it's clearly being steered across the road.
And it parks.
Yeah, the women who witnessed the entire event point at the tricycle after it stops, running to the building where it was originally parked. Some commenters thought the vehicle may have accidentally slipped into gear, and the uneven road caused the bike to swerve and change direction.
Could be. Or could be, as you said,
a
ghost driver.
Amount of commenters said it was just a remote-controlled tricycle. I've only ever seen toy cars being remotely controlled and not a vehicle of this size. And even if it were, it seems reckless to steer it onto a road with potential oncoming traffic.
Exactly.
Of course, there were numerous people suggesting it was being manipulated by something paranormal. A spirit, perhaps even someone
not
who died
all things
on
are
this
spirit
very
related,
stretch of road.
guys.
So they're the possible theories. Let me know which you
along,
think is the most plausible in the comment section down below.
As somebody said, could have been slipped into gear and, you know, drifted. But it parked pretty good, you know what I'm saying? For something that has no driver, it parked pretty good.
Are Ouija boards really a method for contacting the dead, or are they just harmless toys? That's been the question many have asked since the idea was first patented by businessman Elijah Bond in 1890. Prior to this, spiritualists in the United States used talking boards, a sort of precursor to modern Ouija boards, as a means of allegedly contacting the dead. At the time,
these are not toys. I'm not going to stress this enough. Ouija boards are not toys. They were made strictly for communicating with the other side, which is not good because it opens so many channels, it opens so many doors, it opens so many spiritual windows. A lot of people say, oh, it's just a board toy. It's not. Whoever created the Ouija board knew exactly what they were doing and what they were getting themselves into when they made that board. It is a Ouija board, which means spirit board. It's nothing to play with. So those of you who are like, oh my God, you know, let's get a Ouija, let's get drunk, get drunk, get high, and play on the Ouija board and see if we can contact the dead. Don't do that. Because you definitely will contact something, and something will come out from the other side. And then you, my friend, got a lot to deal with. These things are real, alright?
warned against the practice of using the boards because they believed it could lead to demonic possession. Since then, Ouija boards have become a tool of folklore and urban legend, with many users genuinely believing that they can be used to contact the dead.
The mosquito just bit
With all this in mind, a curious piece of footage was sent to us by one of our viewers who goes by the Reddit username DecentExit1840. The footage shows a Ouija board resting on a bed with a few dolls and other toys. No one's touching the board, yet weird things.
The Ouija board is active because somebody activated it. And when you put dolls are ominous vessels for evil entities. Anytime you release an entity, it needs to enter into something. If not yourself or somebody around you, it puts itself into animate objects such as dolls, toys. Therefore, at a later date, terrorizes you. Okay? Come on. You don't have to be religious and spiritual to know this. There are movies that actually shows you what happens with a Ouija board and dolls. They're movies. Why would anybody got a Ouija board in their house? I don't even know. Get rid of it. Burn it. Actually, don't even burn it. Just put it in the trash and leave it. Wipe your fingerprints off of it, you know, so you can't track back to it. Put it in the garbage. Leave it. Stop playing with Ouija boards. Stop putting Ouija boards in your houses. If everybody stopped purchasing Ouija board, the companies in who produces the Ouija board will have no choice but to pull them because they're no longer making profit off of the Ouija boards. But if people constantly keep buying the Ouija boards, they are going to be on market and people are going to buy them, and they do not know what they're getting themselves into when they purchase these spirit boards. They're not toys.
To happen. Take a look. The planchette begins to move. It moves very slowly, not seeming to point at any of the letters or numbers on the board. The owner picks up the board and the planchette to show that there's nothing underneath it that could be making them move.
I mean, there's nothing. Look.
Okay, lift up the other piece.
There's nothing around this thing.
Why do you lift up the other piece?
As soon as they put it back down, the planchette continues to move.
I'm not bumping the bed or nothing.
Several viewers have pointed out that the planchette seems to be pointing at the dolls on the bed. According to the person who posted the video, the previous owners of both dolls claim they're haunted. The bear is said to be haunted by a 6-year-old boy named Matthew. The previous owner of the other doll stated that its shawl would often fall off, even when no one was around. So the question many commenters are wondering
Why would you have all
could
two
there
of those
genuinely be spirits
cursed?
attached to these dolls, and are they communicating their presence through the Ouija board?
Why are you?
According to the Redditor, this board is an older model from the...
Why would you put two cursed objects next to a Ouija board that connects with the spiritual realm? You really are looking for trouble, aren't you? This is looking for trouble, man. They just said both of these adamant items are cursed. They're possessed because their previous owners said that they were. And you have not one but all two of them sitting, have the female adamant object sitting in the bear's lap with a spirit board in front of it. You're looking for trouble, my guy. I believe that they did this to see what would happen. Okay? They lift up the board, there's nothing underneath, but I can't tell you if it's real or not because they did not lift up the other piece to show that there's any wires or anything like that. They didn't do that. So I don't really know if they could have been a wire on that. Who knows? But this is looking for trouble. This is stirring up trouble. Having two cursed objects from people who say that they're cursed, and you have it right in front of a spirit board. I mean, these people play with their lives, man. These people really, really play with their lives, and it's
1950s that
sad.
they found in a dumpster. Allegedly, it was still in its box, practically unused. Some of you...
They found it in a... He just said that they found it in a dumpster? Yo, did he just...
The Redditor, this board is an older model from the 1950s that they found in a dumpster. Allegedly, it was still in its box, practically unused. Some viewers have suggested that the original owner may have disposed of the board because they had already had terrifying experiences with it.
You know the saying, I'm gonna tell you you know the saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure? That's a stupid saying. Okay? That's the most dumbest saying that was ever created. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Okay. There's a reason why it's one man's trash. A lot of people don't realize that when you remove something that a person threw away, you don't only get the object, but you get what's attached to that object. Sometimes spirits are attached to objects. Sometimes demons are attached to objects. Some entities are attached to objects. There's a reason why people throw stuff away. Especially if it is something that's good, something that looks like it can be brand new. There is a reason they threw it away. Why retrieve it out of the trash and say, oh my God, somebody threw away a perfectly good Ouija board. Oh my God, somebody threw away a perfectly good game in the trash. Let's take it out of the trash and take it home and play with it. Of all things, a Ouija board. You found a Ouija board in the trash and you decided to take it out, take it home, put it in front of 2 cursed dolls. This is hoarders gone wrong. Hoarders gone wrong. I bet you, listen, I'm pretty sure not even a homeless person walks past that trash and sees a Ouija board and said, I'm going to take that out. Let me see if I could get some good fortune with this. Hell no, they ain't messing with that. But you took it out, brought it home, and put it in front of 2 so-called cursed objects. Oh my word. Maestro, let's continue.
So what do you think's going on here then?
I think
How
they're
is the
stupid.
planchette
That's what I
moving
think.
along on its own?
I think
And
their
also,
brains
how do
aren't
you
in
feel
their
about
body.
Ouija
I think they're
boards in
high
general?
as crap.
Are they really a means
I think
of
that they
contacting
have
the
no
dead?
common sense. That's what I think. That's what I personally believe, Callan. They have no sense to take something out of the trash like that, okay? And put it amongst 2 other cursed objects.
Before we take a look at an intense encounter in someone's
Alright,
home,
we're down to number
remember to
1,
hit that
guys.
subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and
We're down to number 1, so you know what to do. Go over to Slap Ham, hit the like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on. Then you come back over to my page. If you stuck with me throughout all of this to the very end of this video, I ask that you like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on, guys. And please share my videos with your friends, with your family, with whomever watches YouTube. You know, just drop the link down. Just drop the link in their bio, drop a link in their DMs, slide in their DMs and say, yo, I got a link for you to watch. Watch this, man. It's a YouTube video. You know, take a peep at that. That's what I want you guys to do for me, you know? Share on WhatsApp, share on Instagram, share wherever you can share the link, share it for me, guys. That would be deeply appreciated as I need my subscribers to grow and my views to grow and my likes to grow. So please help me out, please. Alright, let's get into the number 1 video with Callan.
on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy videos.
Intense activity.
This footage, uploaded by TikToker Highly Suggested, has been freaking viewers out. take a look at what's been causing the commotion.
Yo.
Watching that again, the footage begins in the middle of the action. It sounds like someone on the other side of the door is knocking or jiggling the handle.
Yeah.
The person behind the camera walks over and quickly pulls the door open. Eerily, there's no one there.
And there's no way that they could get back down there
It
that
almost sounds
quick.
like someone runs past as more knocking can be heard from behind them. They turn around and walk to the other wide door and fling it open. This time it's the pantry, and once again, there's no one there. The process repeats itself as more noise comes from the basement door just moments later. As they investigate the sounds once again, we hear a baby begin to cry, clearly disturbed by what's happening.
Come on, buddy. Yeah, you can go. Come on.
Many viewers suggested that the homeowner get the house blessed by a priest,
Yep.
as they believe the activity to be demonic in nature.
Yeah.
Some commenters joked that the homeowner must regret playing around with the Ouija board from the night before.
You think?
Unfortunately,
It's the same
this
house?
clip is all we have to run with. There's no info on where or when.
Yeah, it's the same house. You see what I'm talking about? It's the same house. The same house where the guy took the Ouija board out of the trash and brought home. The same very house that he put the Ouija board in front of the two dolls. That same house is now cursed. That same house has intense activity going on. Entities all over that house. He doesn't even know how many demons he brought home with him. That's why you should leave things in the trash, even if it looks hella good. Leave it in the trash. If you see a phone in the trash that looks brand new, okay, there's a possibility somebody probably went in the trash looking for something and it fell out and now they're missing a phone. Or it could be that it's cursed and the person really wanted the phone gone, so they throw it away and tell themselves to hell with that phone. You know what I'm saying? But if it was me, alright, anytime I got a cursed object, I'm making sure I'm destroying it before I throw it in the trash, because nobody else after me is going to go into the trash and say, oh my god, that looks so good, let me take it home. I would feel bad knowing that I got a cursed object and I just threw it in the trash without doing anything about it. You know what I'm saying? But he took it home to his family's house. And now he got entities jiggling doors and knocking on doors. And there's nobody there. And his poor kid is going crazy because they're afraid of what's going on. And trust me, kids sense spirits, all right? Just like dogs sense spirits and entities, kids, young kids, very, very young kids between the ages of months to 3 to 4, probably 5 years old, they see spirits. They see things that big adults can't see, okay? Leave things in the trash. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, guys. If you've reached out to this very end, if you've reached to the very end of this video with me, thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. I know it's a very long video, but hey, I'm back and I'm dropping content back to back to back as much as I can. I'm going to be dropping content every Wednesday and probably another day in the week. I'm not sure yet which one I'm going to do, but we will see. Alright, guys, so thank you again. As I said in the previous video before, I'm going to be doing personal vlogs, so look out for those personal vlogs. It's going to have testimonies in it. It's going to have stories in it that you know, will blow your mind, guys. All right, so stay tuned for that stuff. Thank you once again. Hit the like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on. And please, please share. Thank you, Callan, for your amazing slap hand videos. You know I will constantly react to your videos, my guy, because you are one of the best channels they have on YouTube where paranormal activity is concerned. So thank you so much for your content, Mr. Callan. I'm Shay. This is GoofBall Productions, and I am out.